Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Desperate Housewives. Thank you very much for your patience when it comes to recording this series. Since I recorded the previous episode of Desperate Housewives, I have been diagnosed with ADHD and now prescribed with medication in order to treat it. So expect more episodes of Desperate Housewives to be slightly more frequent from now on. Hooray for modern science. Thanks for that one. So, remember in the last episode, we got a mysterious call from some lady that claimed that her husband was cheating, having an affair perhaps, I believe. So we have to go talk to Susan because she's had marital trouble before as well with her ex-husband Carl. That's a little kind of sad for Susan. Hey Susan, you're a loser in love. What's that like?
Well, hello. You caught me right in the middle of cooking a new dish.
You're cooking? I thought you hated cooking.
I'm just working on my entry for the cooking contest. I usually have to make the dish 4 or 5 times before it's even edible, let alone tasty.
Wait, there's a cooking contest? I didn't hear about any cooking contest. What's the deal?
Oh, it's just a local paper, the annual Fairview Tribune cook-off. Hey, you should really enter a dish.
But what if I beat you, Susan?
The winner gets their recipe published in the paper, and there are other prizes as well. It's a big deal around here.
Okay, are you aware you're about to unleash the Great American Bake-Off queen? That's right, Jeanette Pikunko. Well, since I have no one else to cook for these days, I may as well cook for a judge in a contest.
And the best part is, you don't even have to think about whether you're going to win or lose. Bree always wins.
Oh, Bree would win, actually.
If she wasn't one of my closest friends, I'd hate her.
Yeah.
What that woman can do with a few items from her spice rack, a little olive oil and a gnarly-looking chicken is beyond me.
You know, if someone were to mess with Bree's spices, I bet she would have a hard time winning.
Well, I guess. Who'd mess with Bree?
Come on, Susan, it's not going to hurt anyone. Besides, isn't it fun to see an underdog win? I guess I'll go home and mess around in the kitchen.
Hey, is everything okay? You look like something is bothering you.
I like how we just be like, I'm just tired of Brandon's crap! You're like, okay, all right. I was still in the, asking politely phase of this conversation. Whoa, you could just go for, 0 to 100 with this one. I'm tired of Brandon! To be honest, things are kind of rough. Brandon and I are having some problems.
Oh, honey, what's the problem? Well, you can tell me. I've been through it all.
He seems to make time for everything but me. Work, his secretary, even his damn haircuts. It's like I'm the least important thing in his life.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's awful. Why did you come to talk to me about it?
It's a damn. Well, this is embarrassing, but from what I've heard, you've been down this road with your ex.
You know, I haven't had the best of luck with men. I may not be the best person to ask. If you want a shoulder to cry on, though, I'm your girl.
If you want to end up divorced, then I'm your girl.
You'd think that by the time I hit my 20s, for the second time, I would have figured out what makes men tick. If there's one thing I've learned, keep your man on a short leash. If he's busy and you stay in control of his schedule, there's far less chance of him canoodling with the secretary.
This is a rather grim portrayal of married life, but okay.
On the other hand, you have to find out the truth. One thing I'll give Carl, he admitted everything to me when I confronted him. In far too much detail.
Oh, did he do the apology thing? Like, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm just fucked up, babe. I'm so fucked up. I'm so fucked up. That kind of apology. So I got an anonymous phone call from someone. They even said they had proof of him cheating on me. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Wow, that's more serious than I thought. You really need to talk to your husband about this. You're getting into dangerous territory. You know, some men respond well to a firmer tone. The way a dog does.
Yeah, Susan, I'm picking up on the dog metaphor. You don't need to add that at the end of the sentence. I do believe I'm picking up on that one. Maybe you could help me gain some control over the situation?
Well, I'll do whatever I can. But this sounds like a personal matter to me.
You know, that might be the first time I've agreed with her.
Is there something specific you want me to do?
I'm going to call my husband and demand that he come home for dinner. If you could call around 6 p.m. and say that you're sick, I'll send him over for a house call. That'll give me a chance to snoop around in his office again.
Wow, look at you. A woman with a plan. You're really taking charge. Okay, I'll call you around 6. Luckily for you, I'm a borderline hypochondriac. So feigning a serious illness will be a piece of cake for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember her having a bit of a hypochondriac streak in the show. Okay, it's pretty devious. Thanks a lot, Susan. Just keep him occupied for 30 minutes or so.
This is kind of exciting. I mean, not that this isn't serious, but I don't get out much, and this sounds far more interesting than a night watching videos with microwave popcorn as my only companion.
Isn't it fun to be a little evil sometimes, Susan?
I really hope you don't find anything incriminating. I mean, I hope you're wrong about him. I'd like to see the two of you work out.
Wow, you couldn't sound any less sincere about that if you tried. You want the drama. I know. Okay, so this cooking contest thing is optional, right? Yeah, why not? Let's do the side mission as well as Sabotage Bree for the cooking competition. The way that they brought it up in the game was very like, okay, this is obviously like a side quest type thing. Side quest? Hello. I like how, like, why are all of my save files like variations of the word cunt? Oh, apart from gun nut. Perfect. She's just left randomly. She's just randomly walking across her lawn. In I go. Oh, wait, I have to wait until it's like 10 p.m. No, I can go in now. Yeah, everybody's gone. Although somebody is playing piano, apparently. No? Yes? Let's go. Wait, I'm just walking. Oh, I was gonna say, am I sneaking or am I just visiting? Where's this? There's the spice rack. The show isn't called Nice Housewives. It's called Desperate Housewives. You know what I'm saying? Right, she's been sabotaged, which means I have a chance to win. Brie is like scarily good at cooking. It's like a whole thing about her. Fuck, who's in that car? Stop looking. Now I just have to make something absolutely banging. Contest entry. Chef. Is that it? Can I not go any higher than just chef? I'm not gonna make chicken noodle soup for a cooking competition. Is shrimp cocktail? Nah. Shrimp cocktail isn't showy enough. Or it's like, it's nice, but there's only like so many ways you could prepare the shrimp, right? I don't know. I feel like I need something that has like a little bit more like difference in how you cook it. I'm overthinking this, obviously. Not spaghetti and meatballs. It's not fucking spaghetti and meatballs Wednesday with my husband and son. Broccoli bites or choco nana surprise. Let's do steak stir fry, I think. Because it's something that you could fuck up, right? And they'll want to see me do a good job of something that could be fucked up. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. Right, the water has to boil. Add cornstarch to the pan. Just chop these carrots while we're at it. Okay, didn't do perfect, but never mind. Chop the celery. Oh god, oh god, oh god. There's too many things going on right now. Add soy sauce to the pan. Oh, delicious. Is keeping this in the green fine? I think so. Cook on low heat, stir until smooth. Add vegetable oil to the pan. Add vegetable... No, I already did that. Add beef to the pan. Add garlic to the pan. Cook while stirring frequently. Why would it make that noise? Right. Chopped carrots, chopped celery. I love this little icon for the stirring, by the way. I just love it so much. B+ of the chop. Please. Whatever. It was great. Oh, is it doing that thing before where I have to make the dish once before I can, like, submit it? Yeah, I think it's doing that again. Okay. I'll give my creation a try first. My son seems to like it too. Oh, don't worry. I'll just get the plates then, honey. You little bastard. Look at this. Look at the squalor we're living in. There's so much Slim Fast in this house. There's so much, like, weird advertising in this game. Right. It can be submitted at the shopping center. All right. I better go before this runs out of time. Now that I'm done with the riveting gameplay of me I was about to say spurring? I think that's the mixture of spoon and stirring in my head came out as spurring a pot. Stirring
Hello.
with a spoon.
Are you here to enter the cooking contest?
Anyway, as I was saying, after the riveting gameplay of watching me stir a pot,
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I hate having to ask that, but my dad makes me.
Who are you?
Emily Scott. Nice to meet you. My father is the food critic for the local paper.
If I'm nicer, maybe I have more of a chance of winning?
He's also the sole judge of this contest. Although sometimes he asks my opinion on certain dishes.
Oh?
Oh my god, please don't tell anyone I said that.
Of course, darling. Your secret's safe with me.
Do you want to enter the cooking contest?
Yeah, here you go.
Wow, you seem really excited about this contest. Are you new around here?
We've just moved to Fairview, but as soon as my neighbors told me about this contest, I knew I had to enter. Or option number 3, which is probably like, fuck off! Yeah, none of your business. Fuck off. No, I'm gonna be nice.
Are you sure you want to do this? Mrs. Vandekamp has won this thing for as long as I can remember. They should just rename it the Brie Vandekamp Cooking Award.
Oh, sweetie, something tells me this isn't Brie's year this year.
Between you and me, I hope somebody besides her wins this year.
Well, I definitely... Oh, I love this one. At least I'll do better than Susan Myers. She's a sweet woman, but my god, she's the first person I've ever met that literally can't boil water. There are many Twitch streamers that would also be a bit of a Susan Meyer, but now I'll say, I hope the judges like my entry.
Well, my father is the judge. He's the one you'll need to impress.
Go on. Where does your father live? And just how single/how unhappily married is he? I will stoop to any lengths to win this thing. I love how there's a whole plot line here about I think my husband's cheating on me, but you can sleep with like so many men in this game, by the way. That's kind of fucked up. Now you can sleep with the gardener, but then with your husband, you're like, how dare he? Planning a special dinner for 6. Brendan?
You know that work is overwhelming and there's just not enough time to do everything.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem. I understand, but you do need to take a break now and then. Just come home for dinner, please. You can go back to the office afterwards.
But I have a patient at...
And I have a husband who will be home for dinner. Oh, I have to actually cook the damn dinner? Jeez. God, it's difficult being a desperate housewife. Cook, cook, cook. My social need is low. Listen, if I had to talk to Susan and this little brat all day, of course my social need is low. I'm starved for intelligent conversation out here. Right, we need to cook. Let's do spaghetti and meatballs, like I said earlier, as the family dinner. Probably offended a lot of people by suggesting that spaghetti and meatballs wasn't very fancy or special. Listen, I'm sure there's a difference between great spaghetti and meatballs and bad spaghetti and meatballs, but I wanted something a little bit more fancy, shall we say. We're bringing the water to the boil. We're chopping the green pepper. Oh, I love green pepper. Do peppers actually taste different according to their coloring? Because I think they do, but I don't know if that's like a weird... I feel like the yellow peppers taste a little bit sweeter, and the green ones taste more... I really don't know how else to describe it than... I think green peppers taste more green than like red peppers. Red peppers are kind of the middle ground between vegetable taste and sweet taste. The yellow ones are the sweetest tasting ones. The reds are kind of in the middle, and then the green peppers taste the most like a vegetable to me. Is that mental? Oh god, no. Careful with the water. Comment below if you could taste the difference between the different types of pepper. Add the Bertolli sauce. If it's not Bertolli, I don't want to know. Almost perfect. It just took me a little while to do it. Well, I'm not under the clock, am I? Await his return. Hello, honey. Love you. Or something. Where's the dinner? What happened? What's going on? Where's my...
Hey, hon. Ooh, smells great in here. What's cooking?
A very tasty surprise.
I've been looking forward to it since we talked.
Yeah,
Family
infidelity
dinner is far too important to miss.
See, I knew you'd understand. I've missed you so much.
Well, in that case, let's sit down and enjoy this delicious...
Who the hell is calling
Hello?
right now?
Oh, hello, Susan.
Susan! Oh, wait, we asked her to... Oh, wait, I forgot we asked her to call.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, but can I call you back? My wife and I are having a nice, quiet
don't
dinner.
put off Susan.
Really? You have 102 fever and there are bumps everywhere? Oh my god. Your hair is falling out in clumps?
Susan, make it believable.
And you smell burnt toast, but you don't even have a toaster.
Susan, you're describing having a stroke.
Yes, Susan, that does sound really serious. But you see, honey, it's Susan Mayer from next door. She sounds like she's really sick.
Oh no, that's terrible. I hope it's nothing serious. You should go. It'll be fine, really.
Are you sure? It sounds like I could be over there for hours, and I haven't even gotten to the second course yet.
Second course? What about first course? What about any course? What about the course of our marriage, Brandon? I mean, I'm getting into this too much. All right, it's fine. I'll get dessert, whatever.
Thanks for understanding. I'll make this as fast as I can. Susan?
No, please don't.
I'll be right over.
Take good care of
You're
Susan,
the
sweetie.
best. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Love you. Go, shenanigans, go. I'm on my Metal Gear Solid shit. This housewife is desperate. Let's go. Luckily, our teenage son is so terribly divested from everything that we do that he doesn't know or care what's going on, which is actually pretty accurate. Maybe some of the most accurate I've seen this game be so far. Most lifelike. The game is throwing a lot of, like, you're clinically depressed kind of notifications at me, which I guess is just, like, randomly doing the little tasks in the game, but I want the drama, okay? I'll, like, randomly click chat on someone later on. I don't know, the sim stuff in this game is very, like, it's very, like, old adventure game where it's just kind of weirdly, like, shoved in there for the sake of it, but I don't think it's, like, particularly important. It's mostly a story-based game. It's just got some weird simulation bits chopped and spread on top of it, much like the Parmesan cheese I just put on that meatball. Oh, I'm surprised that witch isn't still here. Prescription pad? Don't matter. There's a safe! I'm in there. You can use this to get medicine at the pharmacy? What am I gonna do, sell drugs? I'm gonna sell, like, diazepam to the other housewives? Maybe, actually. It's actually not terribly far-fetched now I think about it. I knew that little fucking toad would be here. Nosy little bitch. It's a setup, isn't it? She was on the phone. Cheese, you little beep.
Come on, we both know why I'm here. So the question is, why you are here?
Yes, I know why you're here, all right. You're working on, for my husband.
Uh-huh, yeah, sure, okay. We both know that you're here because you don't trust your husband, plain and simple. All it takes is one little anonymous phone call to set you off.
Why am I not surprised? No, I don't want to go too harsh here. There might be a way to, like, redeem this. Why am I not surprised?
You know, I knew from the first moment that I met you that you're not worthy of him. Besides, I think we both know that he's looking to move on from his starter wife. If it wasn't me, it'd be the next sweet thing to walk through.
You cheeky bitch. Starter wife? This isn't Pokemon. You don't choose a starter. and then move on from Charmander to some other you fucking bitch.
Seriously, enough of this. Let's talk civilly, because there are some things you need to understand. It is painfully obvious that you and your husband have been having problems. And frankly, I'm tired of waiting for both of you to come to the realization that your marriage is over.
My marriage isn't over until I say it's over. All right, you fucking Firefox logo looking ass.
All I'm doing is helping to speed up the inevitable.
Listen, little girl, my husband and I may have our troubles, but we get through them together. That's what marriage is all about. Not that you'd know.
You think you know your husband? He's just like all men. All he needs is a little more convincing to realize that his marriage is over. A few more late nights and he won't even remember what you look like naked. More importantly, he won't want
I'm so scandalized by this. How fucking dare you?
I don't think you
Jackie
understand.
Marlen?
If I can't have him, no one will want him.
Oh my god.
I'll destroy his reputation.
Oh
He'll
my
lose his
God.
license. And we know what that will do to his fragile male ego. So back off.
I don't think it's a particularly fragile male ego thing to have your entire life be ruined and then be like, oh, I'll probably be upset about it. Well, yeah, I think most people will be upset about having their entire careers ruined. God.
So if I were you, I'd start worrying about how difficult it is for a woman of your age to find available single men.
Fuck off!
Just a friendly warning. Gotta go.
Cheeky bitch, you're no spring chicken. Look at you. You've got so much makeup on, it ages you like 20 years. If you're supposed to be like 24 years old, you look like you're 41 because of all the makeup. Fuck you. I love my husband. But what's in his safe, though? Do I not get to check out the safe anymore? God damn it. Oh, we might as well snoop now that we're here. I just have to leave. The game's actually doing it for me, so this must be like a scripted moment. Oh no, why am I going in here? Oh, that's because I've clicked on something in here by mistake, haven't I? Damn it. I have to admit, it did seem a little bit convenient that right at the same time that Jackie's all over my husband, I'm getting like anonymous tips on the phone like, you shouldn't check him. And yeah, anybody could have worked that out. Come on, Jeanette. I feel like we might be able to turn this into a common enemy for my husband and I. We could swing this. Almost as much as Jackie Marlen swings her underpants off whenever my husband walks in the door, a little bitch. Next time I see like a poll for like the best villain in video games, we should all vote for Jackie Marlen. Even though nobody will have any idea who that is. Why is my son's room so dirty all the time? Why does it look like he's got tissues all over the floor? And for all that implies, if you know what I mean. At least clean up the tissues. Come on now, lad. I like how Desperate Housewives is basically like, marriage is pretty busted as a concept from the ground up. So you have to play dirty in order to get ahead in it. You know what I mean? Investigate Jackie. Yeah, if she's gonna make this a mud fight, we have to find some dirt to sling. Computer time. This game is like weirdly almost like nihilistic about the concept of marriage. It's like, yeah, marriage is a totally fucked up premise, but you have to play dirty in order to win at it, you know? There are things. There are things and stuff. Marlen County, what? Cloak Incorporated scandal trial acquits executive assistant Jackie Wiesel of charges. Just this morning, Ms. Wiesel, maybe? Wiesel walked calmly and quietly from the North Marlen County Courthouse, a free citizen cleared of all charges. Though we do not have complete information at this time, it would seem that the charges relied heavily on factors that strongly suggested involvement, but could provide no direct link between her and stock-related activities of her superiors. Oh, okay. It's like every politician, they like do things in the stock market and then they like announce like law changes that mean that conveniently their stocks go up in value. Insider trading. Ms. Wiesel? I'm not going to be able to pronounce her name correctly. Executive assistant to ex-Cloak Incorporated CFO Reginald Mathaton had received lavish gifts from not just her heavily indicted former boss, but also from several other executives. Once a snake, always a snake. Several former co-workers testified to alleged promiscuity. Nothing alleged about it. However, the prosecution failed to provide enough concrete evidence to satisfy the jury. She emerged victorious in her lawsuit against Cloak Incorporated. This kind of hits differently now that we know, or now that Cloak is like Jacksepticeye's clothing brand that he made with, what's his name, Markiplier? Kind of hits different now. Her former employer. Her suit alleged sexual harassment against the former management of Cloak Incorporated and requested unspecified damages. After just 2 hours of deliberations, the jury emerged and found in favor of Ms. Wiesel to the order of 1.2 million. Why are you bothering my husband? Don't you have it all? According to court reports, the defense took a blind side when news of Miss Wiesel's sexuality was brought into play as support for her claim that the lavish gifts that almost linked her to the insider trading scandal that rocked Cloak last year were in fact unwanted advances, especially in light of her sexual orientation. She's like, you can't sue me, I'm too lesbian for that. Oh, Desperate Housewives, you never fail to abuse. I'm too lesbian to be sued, she says. Great, I love it. Busy Gal's Information Desk. Well, she has a blog? I mean, it was 2004. Blogs were quite popular then. I know I haven't been posting much lately, but after the incident, I've had my hands full. You can really only appreciate the contribution someone makes after they're gone, you know? I've been looking, but it's rather difficult. What with the end of quarter arriving soon and the holidays creeping up as well. As for Jackie, my former co-worker, I haven't really heard much of anything about her, but after something like that goes public, you really don't want to stick around for the fallout. I've heard some people say that she's planning to head to the suburbs and start over, but for some people, having the opportunity to get a fresh start is all they need to be successful. But with Jackie, I don't know. Old habits die hard. If you haven't heard from all the media exposure we've been receiving of late, there's a lot going on at Cloak these days. Oh wait, hang on, we're going back in time here. Maybe we should start from this one. There's a new young woman in our office. Her name is Jackie Wiesel, and she reminds me of my niece Melinda. They're both about 5'6" with shoulder-length chestnut hair, glasses, and she even has the same perfect hourglass figure. I wish I could manage that. One thing that does strike me as odd about her though is that she seems to favor the men in the office far more than the rest of us. It's almost as though we're not even really here. She also took a particular shining to the new CFO when he visited. I guess I've been talking about her quite a bit, but there's just something I find very unsettling about that girl. If you haven't heard all the media exposure we're receiving of late, there's a lot going on here at Cloak these days. Jackie was most recently indicted on a bunch of different charges that all relate to her being, well, a slut. You want to dress that up a little bit harder? Relate to her being, well, you know, a fucking whore. Trying to use that to further herself. God. We all had our suspicions, though, since she was especially nice towards the men in the office and always particularly cold to the rest of us. The trial itself is still ongoing, but word has it that Jackie's position had been phased out in a restructuring. Presumably, the acting president, in place of the other indicted executives, feels that a thorough corporate cleaning is in order. I tend to agree with him, but I kind of feel sorry for her, though, with all the press attention. I can't imagine anyone hiring her after something like this. Oh, yeah? What if she becomes Jackie Marlen? Okay, apparently our next goal here is to just, to go to the therapist. Which, I mean, obviously, after what we just did, yeah, I need some good old-fashioned therapy right now. Because there's apparently other little plot lines that you can do if you get to 100 with some of these people. If the plot of this game continues to be a banger, maybe we can do that as like an extra thing, but...
Hello, how are you feeling today?
Oh my god! I have so much to talk to you about.
You know, it is my lunch hour. But from the look on your face, I think I can spare a few minutes.
Thank God, I really need to talk to someone about the cesspool that my life is turning into. Wow, laying on quite thick.
I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be the problem?
I received a rather... I love this face and all of the voice lines related to it. It's such a well portrayed emotion of like, poor little me. You know what I mean? It's so well done, this little face and all of the voice dialogue related to it. So I got a disturbing phone call yesterday which led to doubt about my husband, and I did things I shouldn't have.
What exactly did you do?
I tried to break into his safe to find out what he was hiding from me.
Well, this certainly sounds like a stressful situation. Have you considered coming clean to your husband about everything in order to regain some control?
No.
In my experience, lies only beget more lies.
Whose side are you on, Dr. Henriksen?
Often it's helpful to just be upfront about your concerns.
You're supposed to be my therapist. I'm a therapist at this advice. We haven't had a normal conversation or an honest conversation in years. God, that's too depressing. I'm going to go with this one. I tried to talk to him, but I'm usually so angry. It just comes out wrong.
My suggestion is that you two should come in together and have a couples session to iron out some of these issues.
Oh, that sounds hilarious. Let's do that.
The point of couples counseling is to get everything out in the open. Once you do that, you can start with a clean slate.
Sorry, I just said there, I think I should look for more clues before I do that. And he's like, don't do that. I just told you to chill out. You know, if we all lived in the perfect world, that might make sense, but my life is so complex, Doctor. I had to sabotage Bree's spices! You understand nothing, Dr. Henriksen. Nothing. You have no idea. God, I'm getting really spicy in this episode. Much like Bree's cooking, perhaps. Or maybe not. We'll have to find out. I'm afraid if we get everything out in the open, my head may explode.
Well, I hear you. I know this stuff can get difficult. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
There's one wrinkle to the secretary issue.
This secretary has really gotten you whipped into a frenzy. What else do you know about her?
She's smart and fiercely manipulative and seems to have a track record of bilking cash out of her employers. I haven't heard somebody use the phrase bilking for a long time.
I suggest that you talk to your husband about this as soon as possible. After all, she might have ulterior motives beyond what you already know. The longer you put it off, the deeper into trouble you may both get. You really don't want to get mixed up in this woman's game.
That's easy for you to say, Dr. Henriksen. I don't think you get wrapped up in women's games very frequently, but I do. It's difficult being this hot. I'm afraid it's too late for that. No, I need to simply beat her at her own game.
Just remember what I said. Being honest and upfront with your feelings and concerns from the start is the best way to have a healthy relationship.
Yeah. All right, fucking Disney.
In a case like yours, where things have gotten complicated, sometimes it's possible to remedy things by the simple act of coming clean.
Coming clean. Bleach. I should dispose of her body in bleach. You're a genius, Doctor. Thank you. I'll give it my best shot. Why does life have to be so darn complicated? Bleach! Why didn't I think of that, Doctor? You're a genius. Thank you. God, see, you're worth every penny, I swear. Just taking all the wrong lessons from what he's saying. What is going on? What is this? Whoa! Maybe she is in Lesbians with Faith Capel.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello? Pardon me, I'm Janet. I saw you talking with Jackie. She works for my husband, Dr. Bikunko.
Oh, hello. It's really a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Faith Capel.
Hello, Faith Capel. I'm compelled to find out more about you. Wow, I'm really funny today. I don't mean to pry. Yes, I do. But are you and Jackie good friends? I thought I just saw you two kissing.
So, Jackie and I have been seeing each other for quite a while now.
Oh, so the two of you are... I see. Oh my god, the classic I see. That's a bit of a surprise, I'll say.
What? Is that a problem? Do you have a problem with two women being involved in a relationship?
Of course not. I mean, your lifestyle is your business. No, I'll go for the blushing one. That's not what I meant at all.
Good. Because Jackie and I are in love. We trust each other unconditionally.
Poor Faith. Oh, I love this one. Poor Faith, you seem like such a sweet girl. I hope you're able to survive Jackie and her deceptions. Given how interested she is in my husband, I can only assume your relationship isn't exactly rock solid. I mean, she might be bisexual, but it kind of... The reason why I didn't say that Jackie was bisexual is they kind of implied that the lawsuit couldn't go ahead because she is not interested in men. That's why I'm assuming she didn't tell everyone she was bisexual, because if she was bisexual, she could still have relationships with men. But it was implied from the lawsuit that she told them that she was a lesbian, so it's like, I'm not interested in men, therefore your lawsuit holds no water, right?
What are you talking about? You're making this up.
Oh, she really doesn't know? I thought she might be in on it. Listen, Faith, let me prove it to you. Did Jackie tell you she's about to inherit a lot of money recently?
Well, yes. She mentioned that she was owed a lot of money from the new doctor in the office.
Weren't you just a little bit curious as to how she was going to get it?
I just figured she was getting a raise or something. What are you implying?
Faith, ask Jackie about her employment history sometime. I bet she has a lot of stories about harassment and early severance packages.
You're just saying that because Jackie is a successful woman who happens to be attractive, and you're a jealous, dried-up old shrew.
Excuse me? Fucking excuse me? First of all, I'm clearly banging, and second of all, I can see why you two are in a relationship now. God, you're perfect for each other. Oh, Faith, I'll keep it cool, otherwise she might not believe me. Oh, Faith, I'm sorry I have to be the one to show you this. Take a look at this article about her company.
What
Her
is
last
this?
company, sorry.
Oh my god.
See, what did I tell you? That one. I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Faith. No. Now I'm gonna twist the knife. You know, if I wasn't a nice person, I would let you stay with that con woman until she sucked you dry financially and emotionally. Luckily, I'm a sweetheart.
How could she hide this from me? I thought we were soulmates. I thought we were.
I know, Faith, it's devastating to learn the truth about someone you love.
That little bitch.
Damn right.
I bet she was only after me for my inheritance.
Inheritance? Pardon me? Moi?
I don't know who I'm more angry at. Jackie for being deceptive, or me for being stupid enough to fall for it.
You know, if you need the number of a therapist that can help you work through this, I know just the guy. I wouldn't put it past her. Jackie's just one of those people who's only capable of loving one person. Herself.
Jesus, I'm mad. She betrayed my trust. I'm going to march in there and...
You know how we could really punish Jackie? Get her fired. Come on, let's go tell my husband what you told me and then we can confront her together.
Fine, fine. Let's make it quick.
Oh my god, are we gonna do this right now?
Oh, hi, honey.
Whoa.
I'm really sorry about last night. I still can't figure out what's wrong with Susan.
Neither can
Need to
we.
run some more tests.
The whole of Wisteria Lane cannot figure out what's wrong with Susan, and they've been trying for years, alright? Let's just move on. She'll just be medical history's one of little marvels for the rest of time. Anyway, brace yourself, honey. Brace yourself, funny. You're about to find out something shocking here. Trust me, Brendan, Susan Meyer's issues, or at least your worries.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Jackie's been setting you up. The gifts, medical school, all made up. Take a look at this blog posting.
What is this? Sexual
What is this?
harassment lawsuits? This can't be true.
I wish, Doctor. I wish. Unfortunately, I've heard Jackie talk all about her plans to get a lot of money from work recently.
I'm sorry, have we met?
I'm sorry, who are you? And why are you so attractive?
I'm Faith, Jackie's lover. Oh, sorry. Ex-lover.
You go, girlfriend.
Doctor, trust me, it is all true. She's told me a lot of things in confidence. It's only right that her trust in someone else backfires for once.
I can't believe this. Jackie's been doing such a great job around
Yeah,
here.
it's a fucking hand job, maybe, Brendan.
Trust me, she's even better in the bedroom.
Okay, can we focus here, people? Can we focus? Oh my god, I'm gonna slap him. Oh my god, this is totally a slap icon, isn't it? I'm not even gonna read these. I'm gonna slap him.
Sorry about that. It's a tough decision, you know? I mean, I just started up my practice, and I don't know if I can afford to lose my secretary right now.
I like how you barely even responded to that. I barely even hit him. It was like a whoop noise, and then he was like, oh yeah. Anyway.
And there's so much filing to do.
Oh my god, honey, it's a total boner killer when you talk about filing, okay?
And the appointments. Ugh, I completely forgot about all the appointments.
You're going to fire Jackie Marlen the moment you see her, or you'll never see the inside of our bedroom ever again.
All right, all right. I'll talk to her as soon as she comes back from her break.
There you are, Faith. I was looking all over for you. Oh, hi there, sweetie. I mean, doctor.
Sweetie, I mean doctor, you fucking bitch. Oh my god. One day Jackin, oh my god, what is wrong with my brain today? Jackin? I'm thinking Jackie Marlen. I'm doing that thing where I keep smooshing words together. Jackin. One day, Jackie, when you and I are both old as bones, hopefully you'll die first so I can dance over your grave. The jig is up, Jackie. We know what you're up to. Pack your things. Tell her, honey. Or don't play coy with me. Now I've got you right where I want you. Go on, Brendan. Tell her. I like that one.
Jackie, we know about Cloak and the other companies. It's obvious you were trying to do the same thing to me. You were a great secretary, but I have to protect my family. I'm sorry to do this to you, but you're fired.
Hallelujah! Finally! Get the party poppers out. Woo! Get the lights going. We're having a party. Jackie's fired.
What? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of joke?
Jackie, you really couldn't put two and two together considering that your lover's currently standing here as well?
The only joke here is the one you've made of our relationship. I trusted you, Jackie. You made me believe in you, and then I find out.
Come on, baby.
Don't
listen
baby
to
her.
what that crazy woman has to say. I can explain.
No. No more talking. I won't let you sweet-talk me into falling in love with you again.
Damn.
We're no longer a couple.
Damn.
Goodbye, Jackie.
Goodbye, Jackie.
Faith, I'm so sorry. Please, don't leave. You're everything to me. I'm begging you.
Yes, cry.
It's funny. You're talking, but I don't believe a word you're saying.
Cry.
I'm leaving, and I'm taking my inheritance with me. Sadly, I now know which thing you're going to miss more.
Oh, Faith is going in.
Wait, Faith, it's complicated. I can explain.
The good news is that you're smart and pretty. I'll give her that much. The bad news is that you're blacklisted from the business world. Although I did hear the local burger joint is looking for fresh meat. That's a good one. Poor Jackie doesn't feel so good, does it? Nah, we need more than that. It's too late for that, Jackie. She knows all about your plans. Now, how come the boring face is the best one?
Well, what can I say? Game well played. You won.
I always do, Jackie. I always do. Or, it's funny, I recall my husband firing you a moment ago. But here you are, still talking.
Don't act all high and mighty. We all have our secrets. You still don't know what's in that safe, do you?
I trust my husband, Jackie. Don't change the subject, and don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Just keep telling yourself that. We'll see how long that trust lasts.
Uh-oh.
Now get out of my way.
Uh-oh.
I have a desk to clear.
I was hoping she'd be like, oh well, game over, I'll just leave, but something tells me she wants revenge. Uh-oh.
Facing the truth can be a difficult task.
Look how
for
ugly
even
she
the
is.
strongest among us. Often it means facing our worst demons head on.
My husband
but
nearly fell for that.
sometimes the truth is simply too much to bear.
With that stank
And we
face?
find ourselves full of fear and self-loathing.
I'm like, I'm not
totally
forgiving you
alone
yet.
in the world, even if we're in a room full of people.
Oh, wow. But I wanted this episode to feel a little bit more triumphant, but it feels a little bit like, uh-oh. Why does it not feel like we're through the worst times yet? You know what I'm saying?
Security can be difficult to acquire. Some of us pursue security in the company of others, whereas others rely on more complicated measures. But regardless of what means
Oh my
we
God,
choose
she's gone
to protect
sicko mode.
ourselves, no question that there are few things as unsettling as when our own security is called into question.
Oh my
Honey,
God!
don't get alarmed, but someone broke into the house early this morning while we were sleeping.
Someone broke into the house and left an attractive male stripper for me on my doorstep. I mean, sorry, what's happening? Are you okay? I love how this game encourages you to be as terrible as possible. Who's the police officer? No, what about my son? Is he okay?
I'm sorry, honey. He's fine. Everything is fine. This is Officer Brown. He can tell you what they found so far.
Officer Brown, did I ever tell you how attractive I find mustaches?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I wish I could say good morning to you, but under the circumstances.
It is a good morning. Everyone in my family is still safe and anything stolen could be replaced. Oh, all right. Mother Teresa, tone it down. I'm not saying that one. I'm not sure why anyone would want to break into our little house. Do you have any idea who did this, Uwu?
At this point, we don't know. Mr. Fox's portrait was stuck to your desk with a combat knife,
that
so
was
we took him
weird.
down to the station to question him. Not that he's a suspect, but the evidence points to him being the intended target.
I was going to say, presumably that's not like, here's a picture of me, I did it, you know?
Someone is obviously trying to send a message to him.
Yeah, they're trying to send a message to him through me, which is a bit annoying. I don't understand. Frank doesn't live here. I mean, I think I signed a package for him once, but that's the last time I do something neighborly.
Well, ma'am, we don't have all the facts yet, but it appears that whoever was in your house this morning had some resentment toward Mr. Fox.
They always say, Jeanette, why are you always sticking your nose in other people's business? How could I not? How could I not? With these kind of circumstances, I try so hard to live a drama-free life, and drama just keeps finding its way to me.
And they were most definitely looking for something on your computer.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I'm not sure what they were looking for, but I'm staying home today. Wouldn't feel comfortable leaving my wife alone after what happened.
Oh, I see. After the whole after the whole Jackie Marlen debacle, you're trying to suck up to me, huh? It would be a nice treat to have you around all day, and I'm sure the burglars won't make a second appearance, so we can catch up.
Well, I'll leave you two alone. If we come up with any new leads, I'll contact you immediately.
He's like, well, I'm getting a bit of an awkward boner thinking about that, so I'm going to leave now, madam.
Thank you, officer. It's actually a relief. I'll stay home and lounge around the house all day doing nothing. Pretty much what my wife does all week, but for me, it'll be a vacation.
What? You think I just sit around the house all day? How fucking dare you? Oh, did our son just raise himself? Did our son just enter a hyperbolic time chamber a la Dragon Ball Z and just pop out a perfectly reasonable young teenage man? How fucking dare you? What, Brendan? I can't believe you just said that. I wish I led a life of leisure. Keeping a house in order and food on the table is a full-time job, I'll have you know.
Save the women's lib stuff for your girls' poker game. We know the real deal.
Oh, excuse me? Why is my husband being such a villain? Oh, I'm so pissed. You are so far over your head, dear. You can handle a day of my responsibilities.
You're on, honey. Tell you what, I'll stay home and do all the chores today. I'll even cook dinner. It'll be a cakewalk compared to a day dealing with patients.
Oh, I can't wait to have a dinner of microwaved mac and cheese later, Brendan. With your cooking skills, I bet. Oh, this ought to be fun, but the family needs to eat food that's actually fit for human consumption, sweetie. Opening up a can of pork and beans doesn't count.
Give me a little lesson in the kitchen then. I'm a quick study. I'm sure I'll be able to whip something up in no time.
First, let me show you where the kitchen is. It's the place where the dirty dishes go and the coffee pot is, in case you get confused. Oh, this is me giving him the lesson on spaghetti and meatballs. Didn't I call that earlier? I called that was like a family dinner night kind of meal. This game's got a funny little sense of humor. This is such a good little game. I love it. Domestic goddess in the house. Let me add all the stuff. Stir the pot to prevent burning. Surely this is an A+ performance on this one. My husband will be Gordon Ramsay by the time this lesson is over. Yeah, look at that. Gordon Ramsay, who? Never heard of him.
That was amazing. Nice job. That meal looks delicious.
As usual, it's almost perfect. I just hope your attempt can come halfway close to mine. Almost.
I'll do my best, dear, but I'll be lucky to be half as good a cook as you.
I wish I could get flattered like this every time I cook for my family.
I have to tip my hat to you, dear. You are going to be a tough act to follow. I'll start cleaning immediately and I'll make dinner as well as I can.
Don't get too excited, dear. I do this all the time. Have a fun day cleaning and cooking. I'll be out and about enjoying my day, or I'm sure you'll do fine. Be careful not to scratch the floor when you vacuum. Sometimes the attachments can scratch the wood or tile. Yeah, have a fun day vacuuming.
Hello? I'm sorry to bother you, but I just got off the phone with my brother Frank.
Yeah, Daniel, what the fuck? Did anything bad happen? No, this one. Is he still being interrogated?
No, he gave his statement already. He just called me to tell me some pretty intense things about his past. To be honest, I'm still shaking.
Daniel is like unironically shook by whatever information he's just been told, so this should be good.
That's actually why I called, to let you know that Frank's on his way over to your house. He wants to tell you everything. Just be aware of one thing. My brother feels terrible about getting you mixed up in this.
Don't worry, Daniel. Drama always finds its way to me. I'm used to it by now.
He's a good man, and he'll do whatever he can to help you out. Just listen to what he has to say.
You're starting to scare me, Daniel. You sound so ominous.
He'll be there any second. He said he needs to tell you the whole story himself.
I think I just heard a knock on my door. That must be him, or a hitman. Anyway, well, apparently there's a knock at the door and Frank is about to come clean, so that might be a good point to leave this episode. Oh my god. The Jackie plotline was just like boom, 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 boom. Wrapped up so quickly, although something tells me we haven't seen the last of Jackie Marlen, and that might be related to what's happening now with the Daniel Fox plotline. I have a feeling they're all going to come together in the tangled web of lies that is Wisteria Lane and is Desperate Housewives. But thank you so much for watching another episode of Desperate Housewives. Please do keep leaving likes and comments on these videos. I don't do as many like series on the channel at the moment because I'm trying to build my channel up kind of from the ground up here, and it's going really well, but your support means that I can keep doing like series like this in the future. So it would mean a lot to me if you do that, and if you also check out the Patreon if you want more game series in future. There's loads on the Patreon that you can see in the description below. Anyway, stay safe from all the drama out there. It's a crazy life we all live, but somebody's got to do it, and I'll see you in the next episode. This is Sinow. Take care. Goodbye.